technological society. The wireless is not working. My projector was working last night. It's not working this morning. So 18 years in Special Forces, see what we can do. That's like the mountain. Go 40 miles to get here. And what are we going to do with our PowerPoint presentation? So I want to ask you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. And imagine that when I'm speaking, I'm going to be able to, hey, you close your eyes. Reproduce what I'm saying on the screen. It's a quote by a famous man that reads, "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, not the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change." Charles Darwin. How many times have you tried to change something in your life? Anybody ever tried to change anything? Yes? But there's a saying that says, the more you change, the more things stay the same. So it will be interesting to look at the other statement when we're trying to change. Because most of the time, the change is going to be based on something that you don't like anymore. Something that need to be different. Therefore, what you're going to create is going to create it with the same materials, with the same concerns, with the same problems that you think you're going to create. What is your response has been to change in your life? John, what's your response been to change? How you have dealt with change? Are you able to produce change in your life? Or you keep running up against the wall?
Sometimes it has worked well, and other times it has not worked.
Okay. Have you ever figured out why it didn't work?
I think I've got some hazy ideas.
Good. Okay. So here we have an example. Probably for you it's all the same. We all have tried different things, and some things have worked out, and some things have not. But the important thing is this: to be able at any to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you could be. So my job working with executives, they want to change the way the business is running. They want to change how the family is working. They want to change the lifestyle. And the question I ask is, what are you willing to give up? Because change is always about giving something up. And I think the reason why it doesn't work is because sometimes we're more committed to who we are than who we could be. As an example, you know, we live in a fat world. We live in a fat world. We are very blessed that we have this group of people here. Must be the air or something. So if you want to lose weight, but you are unable to eat French fries, you're not going to lose weight. You can talk about it, you can diet, you can do all the things, but if you continue to eat certain kind of food, then you are going to stay in a state that you are unhappy with yourself. So the question is, what are you willing to give up? So I want you to write on your piece of paper the first thing that comes to your mind. One thing that you would like to give up, that you've been thinking about it for a long time, that has never happened to it. Write the thing. Give up French fries, chocolate, you know, snowboarding for some people, snowboard too much. So write down that thing that you will be willing to give up. The idea of change being natural or even creative, we think that when we're going to change something, we're going to be creative. We think it's going to be natural. It goes against our social conditioning. We have been conditioned to be comfortable beings. That's why they invited, you know, the recliner chair. Most of you have. I don't have one of those. I sit on the ball on my desk. Because it reminds me that if I move too much, I'm going to fall on my back. So it's good to notice that trying to change is going against the social conditioning that you've been trained to all your life. I want to give you a few things and I want to do quite quickly, and I'm not going to explain them. But you can think about it. Okay, these are recognized change stoppers. That's what stops people from changing. Okay, false belief and systems. We all have beliefs, and those systems and beliefs that we have, they're not going to allow it to change. Assumptions. We all have assumptions about life, about ourselves, about our work, about everything. We live in assumptions. Expectations. We have expectations of performance, expectations of love, of great relationships, of success in business. We have fear of awareness. We are afraid to look how things are right now. We are not willing to go to the mirror and tell me, mirror, tell me what's going on. Fear and laziness. Those are some of the things that are going to stop your change. Now, extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. If you say you're a great quarterback, you should be playing football. Next weekend, I think, is this weekend or next weekend. If you're a good quarterback, you'll be playing. If you're not a good quarterback, you're not playing. Okay? So look, what is the evidence that you have for who you are? We think we are great, but we are not. If we need to go to the Olympics game about life, I don't think so we're going to win gold medals. So maybe it's time to embrace the evidence. You need to look at the evidence of your life, and then you need to engage into change. I have changed a lot of things in my life. Very quickly, I have 29 seconds now. I left my country, I came over here to a new language, to a new society, to a new culture. I spent 30 years in the military. Living in the military for 30 years is total change. And that's why they have given me the opportunities and the things that I have in my life, because I'm always willing to change.